Ryan Gosling is casted in MCU. So this is another rumor. Okay, so there's a rumor that came out last week about Ryan Gosling. Obviously, I got to show props. His I'm Just Ken performance was utterly amazing. I watched it like 7 times.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was freaking hilarious, bro. That was freaking hilarious.
I didn't see it.
You should watch it, bro. It's really funny. It like because you could tell he didn't want to do it, but like the whole performance was kind of like a troll. It was so funny. But it was freaking. He's talented, but.
Yeah, he definitely is really talented. He's like
yes, he is. He's one of them ones. He's one of them ones. He is. So he's in. So the rumor has been that he is in talks to be in the MCU. Mm-hmm. So some roles that have been talked about was Nova, obviously probably being the main role. Ghost Rider, Kang has come up too. Doctor Doom has come up. So where do you guys see Ryan Gosling fitting in the MCU? And another question is like, do you want him in the MCU?
I definitely want him in the MCU, and you might have to age him a little bit, but I'm going to go with a curveball on this one. As long as they make him like a significant character, could you imagine him being Norman Osborn?
I never thought of that.
Yeah, me neither.
Can you explain that thought a little bit more?
Yeah, because I think that the thing about Norman Osborn is that like he is an entrepreneur with like savage charisma, and I think that Ryan Gosling could have that kind of personality to fit Norman Osborn. Obviously, you'd have to make him look a little bit older, but I think he would kill it like in the Spider-Man's world in something. Like the other thing is I know Norman Osborn might not end up being the most significant character because that might be like 1 or 2 movies, and the first movie he might only be hinted as the villain for the next one. The thing that I don't like about Ryan Gosling, which is I know this might be a little hypocritical considering what I just said, but when I think about like if you are going to make Ryan Gosling a hero, I don't like the idea of Ryan Gosling being Ghost Rider, and I'll tell you why. It's not that I don't like Ghost Rider. It's not that I don't think Ghost Rider doesn't belong in the MCU, and it's not that I don't think Ryan Gosling wouldn't make a great Ghost Rider. It's that I think he would be wasted as Ghost Rider because, let's be real here, Ghost Rider is not going to be a significant character in the MCU like ever, you know? And because of that, I think it would be a waste to put Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider. I think Nova makes a lot more sense because it seems to me that Nova is going to be a big character at some point just because of who Nova is and the Nova Corps and how that could tie into so many different things that I think that makes more sense. And I also think that, you know, you have to think from Marvel's perspective, and when Marvel like makes a move, Marvel is obviously they know how to prioritize spectacle. I think that's why they made Iron Man first. I think that's why they, you know, chose Infinity War and Thanos. I think that's why they did Guardians of the Galaxy for a lot of reasons. And Nova, a guy who belongs to a space corps and can fly around intergalactically, like he is going to look super dope on screen with all the effects and, you know, in the background of outer space. And if you bring someone like Ryan Gosling, who everyone already loves, who has the charm and the personality, Nova is also going to become a superstar way more than he's ever been. I think Nova Comics would start to sell better because of them. And I just don't like when you think about putting someone, when you think about that, and then you think about Ryan Gosling going as Ghost Rider, I don't care how big of a Ghost Rider fan you are. Like, let's be real. It just makes a lot more sense for Ryan Gosling to be Nova. But I also think he would crush it as Norman Osborn. But I also don't think that's the best choice.
Yeah, I definitely don't see him as Ghost Rider necessarily because I feel like I don't know, Ghost Rider's a little more of a like darker, more serious character, and like I'm not saying he can't do that, but I feel like he really shines when he can just have his charisma shine through. Ryan Gosling, plus Ghost Rider most of the time is a skeleton on fire, so it's like that'd be kind of a waste.
Right.
I can really see him as Nova. I feel like he could really bring some personality to that character, and I feel like most people who aren't familiar with the comics don't really know who the heck Nova is. So I think having Ryan Gosling, who's kind of at the height of his fame at this point, as Nova would kind of lend some legitimacy to the Nova character, I guess, and really kind of up his popularity. I think, honestly, I could have seen Ryan Gosling as Sentry. I feel like that could have been cool, but like it seems like Lewis Pullman's already been cast as Sentry in the Thunderbolts movie, which I'm very curious what the hell they're going to do with that. Like, are they just going to put him in a suit and just say like, oh, he's skinny or something? Or are they going to like use CGI, or is he actually just going to take roids and jack up? Like, what's going to happen with that? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, because aren't they filming right now for Thunderbolts?
I know.
Oh yeah, because
I think they might have started. Yeah.
Because Florence Pugh said that because she said during her Dune run that after this she was going to go to start to film
Yeah.
Thunderbolts.